Hello students, in today's video we are going to see miscellaneous exercise on chapter 1 sets. Question number 4. Show that the following 4 conditions are equivalent. That is, you have to prove if A is a subset of B, that means A minus B is an empty set. That means A union B is equal to B and A intersection B is equal to A. We have to prove that these conditions are equivalent. That means if one statement is true, the second statement will be true, third will be true, fourth will also be true. If one statement is false, other statements will also be false. So we are going to prove that these conditions are equivalent. So let us first prove 1 is equivalent to 2. For that, the first statement is A is a subset of, the first condition is A is a subset of B. What do you mean by A is a subset of B? All the elements present in A are also present in B, all the elements. So we will take an example. Set A is 1, 2. Set B we take it as 1, 2 and 3. You know that set A is a subset of set B. So what is A minus B? A minus B is, take out the common elements, 1, cut the 1, cut 2, 2. What is left in A? Nothing. So A minus B will be empty if A is a subset of B. Because all the elements present in A are present in B. So when you find A minus B, it will be an empty set. What about A union B? So again, because A is a subset of B, B is a superset. So when you find A union B, you will get the superset, that is B. What is A intersection B? Again, because A is a subset of B, when you find A intersection B, the common elements will be in the set A. So A intersection B is equal to A. So it's very clear. All these 4 conditions are equivalent. So if you want to write it like this, if A is a subset of B, what does it mean? All the elements in A are in B. Therefore, when you find A minus B, it will be empty. So A is a subset of B implies or is equivalent to A minus B is empty. So first condition is equivalent to the second condition. Now if the first condition is true, second condition will be true. Now if the second is true, we have to prove that A union B is B. So second condition is A minus B is empty. What does it mean? If A minus B is an empty set and also you know A is a subset of B, the condition is already there. So what happens? So when you find A union B, then you will get the set B itself. Because B is a superset, some X, B has an element X which is not in the set A. Isn't it? B has some element X which is not in A. So when you find A union B, then you will get the big set, that is superset B. So A minus B is empty means X, some element is not there in A. So A minus B is empty, that means A union B will be the set B. So second implies the third. Now we'll see the third condition. What is the third condition? A union B is equal to B and also A is a subset of B. When you find A intersection B, you will get A because A is a subset of B and B is the superset. So when you find A intersection B, the common elements will be in the set A intersection. So A intersection B is equal to A. So 3 implies 4. Similarly, 4 implies a set, 4 implies 1. What is the fourth condition? A intersection B is A. What does it mean? B is the superset and A is the subset. A intersection B is A means A is the subset of B. You cannot have B as the subset. So A intersection B is A, that means B is a superset and A will be the subset. So 4 implies 1. The 4 conditions are equivalent. Now we'll move on to the next question. Question number 5. Show that if A is a subset of B, then C minus B is a subset of C minus A. Now what do you mean by A is a subset of B? For example, you take A as A comma B, B as A, B, C. A is a subset of B means if you take any element A or B belongs to A, that element will also be there in B. So this is the definition of a subset. If X belongs to A, then X will be there in B. That is the definition of A is a subset of B. So if A is in A, then A will be there in B also. If you say B, element B belongs to A, then B will be in B because A is a subset. So this is a definition of subsets. So we are going to prove that C minus B is a subset of C minus A. That means we have to prove if X belongs to C minus B, then X belongs to C minus A. If you want to prove A is a subset of B, you have to prove X belongs to A implies X belongs to B. So if you want to prove C minus B is a subset of C minus A, then if X belongs to C minus B, then X belongs to C minus A. How do you prove that? One more thing, let us see. Suppose A is 1, 2, 3 and B is 2, 3, 4. What is A minus B? How do you find A minus B? You remove the common elements. So you get A minus B as 1. So if A minus B is 1, what does it mean? 1 belongs to A but 1 is not in B. If A minus B is X, that means X belongs to A and X will not be there in B. That is the definition of A minus B. Okay, 1 will be there only in A. That's why you got A minus B as 1. So here, when you say X belongs to C minus B, you are taking one element, X belongs to C minus B. What does that mean? X belongs to C and X is not in B. X is present only in A, not in B. But it is given A is a subset of B. A is the subset of B. B is a superset. The superset B doesn't have X. That means the subset A also will not have that X. Because A is just a subset of B. B is a superset. So B doesn't have X. That means A also will not have X. So X doesn't belong to A. So when you say X belongs, that element X belongs to C and X not in A, that means X belongs to C minus A. The same condition. X belongs to C, X not in B means X belongs to C minus B. Now we got X belongs to C, X is not in A. Same thing, instead of C and B you have C and A here. That means X belongs to C minus A. So C minus B is a subset of C minus A. What is the definition of a subset? If X belongs to A and X belongs to, if it implies that X belongs to B, then A is a subset of B. So we have proved that X belongs to C minus B, and finally we proved X belongs to C minus A. That means C minus B is a subset of C minus A. That's what we have to prove. We'll move on to the next question. Question number 6. Assume that power set of A is equal to power set of B. Show that A is equal to B. We're going to take a set A as 1, 2. What is the power set of A? Power set is a set of all the subsets. All the subsets of the set A. So you know that if a set has n elements, then power set will have how many elements? Power set will have 2 power n elements. So here the set A has 2 elements. So power set will have 2 power 2. That means 4. So the power set means all the subsets of the set A. So what are the subsets of the set A? First we have to write the empty set. Then singleton set. Set 1, set 2, then the full set. So we can count 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4. Now what is given here? Power set of A is equal to power set of B. So power set of B is another set the power set of B is the same thing. Empty set 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we have to prove A is equal to B. It's very clear when you give an example. If you take 1 belongs to A, what happened to the set 1 will be an element of the power set of A, correct? If you take 1, 1 will be an element of P of A. So here X belongs to A. So the set X will be an element of P of A. Isn't it? If I take 1, the set 1 is an element of P of A. Set X will be an element of P of B also, because it is given P of A is equal to P of B. That means the set X is an element of P of B. That means the element X, set X1 is an element of P of B. That means 1 belongs to B. Only then we can write the set here. So that means X belongs to B. So what is the definition of, if you know the when will you say A is a subset of B? What is the definition? If X belongs to A implies X belongs to B. If X belongs to A implies X belongs to B, then A is a subset of B. That is the definition of subset. So we have now X belongs to A and we have proved X belongs to B. That means A is a subset of B. Now next is, we'll take the other way. Let Y belongs to B. Let us take 2 is an element of B. That means the set Y will be an element of the power set of B. If 2 is an element of B, then the set 2 will be a power set of B. That means Y, the set Y will be an element of P of A, because it is given P of A is equal to P of B. That means Y belongs to the set A, because the set Y belongs to the power set of A. That means Y belongs to A. So we have Y belongs to B implies Y belongs to A. That means B is a subset of A. So A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A. That means suppose A is 1, 2 and B is 2, 1 or something. A is a subset of B, B is a subset of A. In that case, A will be equal to B. Hence we have proved. Thank you.